Good morning, listeners. This is Linda from News in Bed, with the headlines that you need to know before getting out of bed. Today is Friday, October 2nd, 2015. Here are the top stories. Telsa Motors delivered the first of its long-awaited Model X electric sports utility vehicle on Tuesday, a product investors are counting on to make the pioneering company profitable after years of losses. The launch of the Model X represents a milestone for the Silicon Valley automaker during a period of high spending and modest growth, as it can now boast a second model in production beyond its Model S sedan, launched in 2012. "I think we got a little carried away with the X," Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk told reporters ahead of a launch event near the company's Fremont factory. The luxury Model X has been moving down the production line in the Fremont factory in recent weeks, nearly 2 years behind their company's original schedule. Musk estimated that 25,000 customers had pre-ordered the crossover online or in its stores, and that it will now take 8 to 12 months for the company to deliver on current SUV orders. U.S. stocks traded higher on Wednesday, following a rally in global markets, easing the pain as the worst quarter in 4 years came to a close. The major averages held onto a gain of more than 1% after briefly cutting in half morning gains of more than 1.5%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average leaped higher by as much as 248 points during the day. Nike led gains, while Procter & Gamble weighed down the blue chip index. The S&P 500 briefly dipped below the psychological key level of 1900 after trading as high as 1,916 points. A Russian Defense Ministry spokesman said on Wednesday that Russia has conducted its first airstrike against ISIS in Syria. The airstrike targeted ISIS military equipment, communication centers, vehicles, and ammunition as part of pinpoint strikes against ISIS ground targets. In an interview with CNN that aired on Wednesday, Secretary of State John Kerry acknowledged for the first time that the U.S. is in talks with Iran that include discussions about a possible prisoner swap. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani also recently told CNN that the two countries are talking and laid out his terms for such a deal. Iran and the U.S. recently struck a nuclear agreement meant to curb the Mideast nation's nuclear ambitions. And those are our headlines for today. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.